Hello, my dear students. Welcome to mathematics classes for 9th standard. We are doing chapter number 10, that is circles, and we are going to start our part 5 of this chapter, in which we are going to solve the remaining questions of exercise 10.5. So, let's start the video with your Jerry sir. So, question number 7 of exercise 10.5 says that if diagonals of a cyclic quadrilateral is a quadrilateral where all the vertices of quadrilateral lies on the circle, are diameters of the circle through the vertices of the quadrilateral. So as you can see here, diagonals of the cyclic quadrilaterals AC and BD, okay, of circle through the vertices of the quadrilateral prove that it is a rectangle. We have to prove that this ABCD is what? It is a what? It is a rectangle. This figure is not given in the question, but we have drawn by ourselves. So let ABCD be the cyclic quadrilateral which are having diagonals as BD and AC, which are intersecting each other at point O. Now we have to prove that it is a rectangle. Okay, so first, by using our theorems, we can say that angle BAD is equals to angle BOD. Which theorem? This theorem. Angle subtended by an arc at the center double the angle subtended by it at any point on the remaining part of the circle. So by using this same theorem we are using here, and we are saying that this angle BAD, this angle BAD, this angle BAD is half of angle BOD. It means I am saying that this angle will be half of this angle, because this is a center angle, and according to our 10.8 theorem, this is a center angle, so this will be double of this. It means this will be half of this. So we can say angle BAD is half of angle BOD. Okay, theorem 10.8. Therefore angle BAD equals to half of what? This is what? It is a straight angle. It means 180 degree. So angle BAD is half of 80. It means 290 is a 80. Okay, we can say directly. So angle BAD will come how much? 90 degree. Angle BAD comes how much? 90 degree. It becomes 90 degree. Okay, we can write here 90 degree. 90 degree angle BAD. Now if we check angle BCD, just check angle BCD, BCD, angle BCD and angle BAD. Just check carefully. BCD and angle BAD, their sum is how much? 180. Why? Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. It was already given that this quadrilateral is a cyclic quadrilateral. So we can say easily that okay, this angle plus this angle, their sum will be 180, because these both are what? Opposite angles of cyclic quadrilateral. So their sum will be how much? 180 according to theorem 10.11. So angle BCD plus angle BAD just we have found out 90, so we can write down 90 here. So in this way, by solving, we can found that BCD equals to 180 minus 90. It means 90 degree angle. Okay, this is our question 1. This is our question 2. Clear? Now angle ADC. Just check angle ADC. ADC. This angle. Just check carefully here. Angle ADC. This angle. This angle will be also what? Half of angle AOC. This angle. This is center angle. So this will be half of this angle. This angle center angle. So we can say angle ADC is half of angle AOC. Therefore angle half into 180, because angle AOC is a straight angle. So angle ADC will also come 90 degree angle. This is our question 3rd. And angle ADC plus angle ABC equals to how much? 180. 10.11. Opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral. Therefore angle ADC plus angle ABC, this and this angle, opposite angles, so their sum will be 180. So same thing we are doing here also as we have done earlier. So angle ABC equals to 180 minus 90. Again angle ABC also come 90. Now where we can see that angle BAD, how much? 90. Which one? BAD 90. Then we said angle BCD, it means BCD 90. This thing also we have proved. How much? 90 degree angle. Okay. Then we are saying angle ADC. We have proved angle ADC is 90. ADC, it means this angle is also 90 degree angle. And at last we are saying angle ABC is also 90 degree, which we have proved. So it means angle ABC, this is also 90. And we know very well that when all the angles of a quadrilateral is 90 degree angle, so we can say that it is what? It is a rectangle. Therefore we can say that this cyclic quadrilateral is a rectangle. In this way we have done our question number 7. Now move to question number 8. Question number 8 saying that the non-parallel sides of a trapezium are equal, then prove that it is a cyclic. Non-parallel side. Which are the non-parallel sides of a trapezium? As you can see here, ABCD is a trapezium where AB and CD are parallel lines, and non-parallels, this one, AD and BC. These are non-parallel sides, and they are saying these sides are equal. So we can say ABCD is a trapezium in the figure we have made, and where AB is parallel to CD, being a trapezium sides, and non-parallel sides BC is equals to AD. BC is equals to AD. Now what we are doing little construction, that we are drawing AM is perpendicular to DC, and we are saying that BN is also perpendicular to CD. Therefore, we have to prove that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral. We have to prove that this ABCD is what? It is a cyclic quadrilateral. I have drawn the circle before only, but remember we have to prove this, that they are lying on these vertices of this trapezium are lying on this circle. Okay. So let's prove it. We are saying that in triangle AMD and triangle BNC, AMD 90-degree angle and BNC is also how much? 90-degree angle. Just we have done construction. In these two triangles, we are saying AMD is equals to angle BNC, each 90-degree angle, 90 and 90. And then we are saying AD equals to BC, AD equals to BC. It was already given in the question. Okay. And at last we are saying AM equals to BM. AM, this perpendicular is equals to this perpendicular. Why? Because perpendicular distance between two parallel lines, as we know that AB is parallel to DC, so perpendicular distance between these two parallel sides will be also equal. It is rule. Okay, so we can say AM equal to BN. So we have proved three things. So we can say that AMD is congruent to triangle BNC by which rule? By right angle hypotenuse side congruence rule. So we can say that angle, when we have proved that these two triangles are congruent, so we can say angle ADM, this angle is equal to this angle BCN. Okay, I have written by CPCT. Now ADM we say, or we can say ADC, it will remain, the angle will remain same only. Okay, the angle will remain same. Okay, either we can say ADM or ADC. In the same way we can say BCN or we can say BCD, it will remain same. So we have written ADC in place of ADM, and in place of BCN we have written angle BCD. These both are equal. This is our equation first. Now just check. We have seen that AB is parallel to DC. Okay, AB is parallel to DC, and this AD is working as a transversal. So maybe you have remember the co-interior rules, co-interior angles, corresponding angles, and alternate interior angles. Right now we have to pay attention towards the this and this angle. These are working as a co-interior angles, and we know that the sum of co-interior angle is how much? 180 degrees. So angle BAD, it means BAD this angle, and angle ADC this angle, their sum will be how much? 180 degree. Why? Co-interior angles. But we said that angle ADC is equals to which? ADC equals to BCD. So in place of ADC I can write BCD. Now angle BAD plus BCD, just check here, BAD plus BCD, opposite angles, this and this angle, sum I am saying how much? 180 degree. So if the opposite angle sum is 180 degree, so definitely it shows that it is a cyclic quadrilateral, because we have learned in theorem 10.11 that the sum of the opposite angles of a cyclic quadrilateral is how much? 180. So we can say definitely that ABCD is a cyclic quadrilateral, and this thing only we have to prove. Okay, so we have proved that this trapezium is a what? Cyclic quadrilateral. So question number 8 done. Now we are moving towards question number 9 of this exercise 10.5, which says that two circles intersect at 2 points B and C. As you can see, these points B and C. Through B, two lines segments ABD, ABD and PBQ are drawn to intersect the circles at A, D, P and Q respectively. Then prove that angle ACP is equals to angle QCD. That we have to prove that these two angles are equal. Let's prove it. So as it was said in the question that we have to ask in the question that we have to prove that angle ACP is equals to angle QCD. So we have drawn the figure here, as you can see here. Okay, so join. Now what we are doing little construction, that we are joining that AP and DQ, so that we can get our chords and we can use our theorems. Now for chord AP, just check here chord AP. If we check chord AP, if we are taking chord AP and this arc AP, so what we are getting, angle PBA equals to angle ACP. These two angles we are getting equal, this and this angle ACP and PBA, or you can say ABP. These we are getting equal. Why? Angles in the same segment, so they are equal. Okay, equation first. Now for chord DQ, they will also make angles on the same segment. Just check here, angle DBQ, this angle DBQ, okay, and angle QCD, it means this angle, this one. Okay, these angles are equal, so we written equation second. And remember what we have to prove? We have to prove that angle ACP, this red, and equals to angle QCD. These two angles we have to prove equal. So we have made two equations, first equation and second equation. Now ABD and PBQ, these are the line segments which are intersecting at which point? At point P, at point B. Now if you check properly, so you found that angle PBA, this angle PBA, this angle, and this angle, which angle? Angle DBQ, this angle, which I have drawn already, which I have shaded already. These two angles are vertically opposite angles. What? They are vertically opposite angles. So we can say that these two angles are equal. Angle PBA equals to angle DBQ. And if they are equal, so we can say that from equation first, second and third, that angle ACP equals to angle QCD. Why? Because in equation first we said angle PBA equals to angle ACP. What we said? Angle PBA equals to angle ACP we said. Then we are in equation third, we are saying angle PBA equals to angle DBQ. PBA cut, what left? Angle ACP equals to angle DBQ. And then finally we are saying angle DBQ equals to angle QCD. So DBQ cut, what left? Angle ACP equals to angle QCD. This thing only we have written, angle ACP equals to angle QCD, and this thing only we have to prove. So question number 9 done. Now move to question number 10 of this exercise, which says that if circles are drawn taking two sides of a triangle, we have taken one triangle as you can see here, ABC, and if we are taking two sides AB and AC, these are as a diameter as it is given the question. We have to draw two circles by taking two sides of a triangle which is as a diameter, and then we have to prove that the point of intersection of these circles, where these two circles are intersecting, it means A and D, these circles lie on the third side. To prove that the point of intersection of these circles lie on the third side, so let's draw a figure which we have already drawn. AB and AC are the two sides of a triangle, and they are working the diameter of the two circles. Okay, and we have to prove that this D is lying on the side BC. Okay, we have to prove that this D is lie on the side BC. As you can see, prove that the point of intersection of the circles lie on the third side. Third side means 1, 2, and this is third side BC. So we have to prove that the point of intersection, this is the point of intersection, D point of two circles, is lying on the third side, it means BC. Okay, so we have to prove this thing. D lies on BC, we have to prove. So let's do little construction that we are joining A to D with dotted lines. Okay, now in triangle ADB, this angle will be how much? 90, and angle ADC is also how much? 90 degree. They both will be 90 degree each. Why? Because whatever those angles which are made on the semicircle, see this is the diameter, no? So it will divide this circle, full circle, into two parts, this part and this part. They both are semicircle. If you're taking this semicircle, and this angle is made on the semicircle of this one, which diameter is AB. And here also this angle 90 degree, it is made on the semicircle whose diameter is AC. Okay, so the angle made on the semicircle are of 90 degree each. They both are 90 degree each. Now adding both, what we get? Angle ADB plus angle ADC equals to how much? 90 plus 90, it means 180. And if we add angle ADB plus angle ADC, so it becomes what? BDC only, straight angle BDC. So angle BDC equals to 180. It means it is a straight angle. Angle BDC is a straight angle, and if it is straight, so it will be shows that it is a straight line. If it is 180, it shows that it is a straight line. So BDC is a straight line, and if BDC is a straight line, it means D lies on BC only, and this thing only we have to prove. So in this way we have done our question number 10 also. So now we are moving towards question number 11, which says that ABC and ADC are two right triangles with common hypotenuse AC. Prove that angle CAD equals to angle CBD. So we have to draw a figure first because it is not given in this question. So we have drawn angle ABC and ADC as a triangle because they are given, they are two right triangles. So we have made ABC triangle, this one, okay, right triangle, and then we have drawn ADC, this one, ADC right triangle, okay, where right angle triangle at B and angle at D. So B at right angle 90 degree and angle D is also how much, 90 degree. Okay, it is given with the common hypotenuse. They both triangles having common hypotenuse, this AC. AC is the hypotenuse of triangle ABC also, and AC is the hypotenuse of triangle ADC also. So according to question, we have drawn our figure. What they are asking, prove that angle CAD, CAD, it means this angle they are asking. This angle is equals to which angle? CBD. CBD, it means this much part. Okay, they are asking this part should be equals to this part, this half part. CBD should be equals to CAD. Okay, so we have to prove this one. So let's prove it. So in triangle ABC, this triangle downside. Okay, what we are taking? We are taking the sum of all the angles should be how much? 180 degree. That is angle sum property. So angle ABC plus angle BCA, this angle, and at last angle CAB, this angle. How much sum? 180. Where angle ABC is already given how much? 90 degree angle. This one. This angle was already given 90. So we have written 90. Others angle we have written like that only. So BCA, CAB, 90 will go that side, minus 90. So angle BCA plus angle CAB equals to how much? 90 degree. This is our equation number first. Now in triangle ADC, upper triangle, okay, where angle D is 90 degree. So again we are applying which one? Angle sum property of a triangle, in which all the angle, this plus this angle, how much? 180 degree. Therefore angle CDA already given 90, other angle we will write as it is. So angle ACD plus angle DAC equals to how much? 90. This is our equation number second. Now what we are doing, we are adding equation 1 and equation 2 together, adding equation 1 and 2. So angle BCA plus angle CAB plus angle ACD plus angle DAC, we have written in this way, equals to how much? 90 plus this 90. So 90 plus 90. Okay, so what will come? Angle BCA plus CAB plus angle ACD plus angle DAC. Now what we are doing, we are making pair here. What we have taken? BCA plus ACD. BCA plus ACD, it means this angle plus this angle. So it will become what? BCD. BCA plus angle ACD we have taken. And here we have taken angle CAB, it means this angle, and angle DAC, it means this angle. So we have taken full this angle. Okay, so if we check properly, so what is this angle? It is BCD. BCD, sum of these two, and sum of these two, CAB plus DAC, will be BAD. We have written here. So BCD plus BAD equals to how much? 180. This is our equation third. BCD is where? BCD, this one here. And where BAD? BAD, this angle. So opposite angle, how much? There's come 180, which we have we have done by using the equations. This is our equation third. Now if we check properly, so we will find that angle ABC and triangle ABC and ADC are right triangles. It is already given in the question. So angle ABC plus angle ADC, ABC plus angle ADC, which was already given that they both are 90 degree each. So we have to 90 90 90 plus 90, there is sum how much? 180. Now ABC, we are writing ABC, ADC equals to how much? 180. This is our equation number fourth. Now how these equations will help us? Just check from equation third and equation fourth. Third, this one, and from equation fourth, what we can say that it can be observed that the sum of the measures of opposite angles of a given quadrilateral ABCD is how much? 180. Just check. BCD plus BAD. BCD plus BAD. These are the opposite angles, this and this opposite angle, and how much their sum is coming? 180. And if we check equation fourth, ABC plus ADC. ABC, it means this angle plus this angle. They are also opposite angle. Their sum is also coming how much? 180. And we have learned that if in a quadrilateral the sum of opposite angles is coming 180, then that quadrilateral is what? Cyclic quadrilateral. So we can say ABCD is what? A cyclic quadrilateral. But here we don't need to prove that it is a cyclic quadrilateral. We have to prove that angle CAD is equals to angle CBD. CAD equals to CBD. This equal to this. Okay. So what we are doing, just check considering chord CD. Just check CD here, chord CD. So if we take CD in this way, so which angle they are making? One angle this and one angle this. Angles made on the same segment. Let's check here. This one plus this angle made by the same chord, same arc. This and this. So these both will be equal because it is cyclic quadrilateral. So we can use this theorem here. So considering chord CD, we can say angle CAD equals to CBD. How? Because angles in the same segments are equal. So in this way, we have proved that these two angles are equal, and this can apply only in cyclic quadrilateral. Remember this one. So here we have done our question number 11. Now move to question number 12. Question number 12, which is the last question of this exercise, says that prove that the cyclic parallelogram is a rectangle. So first question comes, what is cyclic parallelogram? A parallelogram whose all corners or all vertices lie on the circle, that is called a cyclic parallelogram. So it is cyclic parallelogram, and parallelogram you know very well. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal, opposite sides are parallel and equal. We have to prove that it is a rectangle. Now if we want to prove that this parallelogram is a rectangle, so we have to prove that each angle is how much? 90 degree. If we prove this, then we can say it is a rectangle. This cyclic parallelogram is a rectangle, then only we can say. So let's solve this one. Let ABCD is a cyclic parallelogram, which we have drawn here because a diagram was not given, we have drawn. Okay, so we have to write this let. So let ABCD is a cyclic parallelogram. So angle A plus angle C, sum will be how much? 180. Why? Because we are saying it is a cyclic parallelogram, and in cyclic parallelogram is a cyclic quadrilateral only. In a cyclic quadrilateral, the sum of opposite angle is how much? 180. Theorem 10.11. You can note after you can see this. Okay, so this is our equation first. Now in a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Therefore, angle A will be equals to angle C, and angle D, or you can equals to angle B. Okay, so we have written here angle A equal to angle C and angle B equals to angle D because they are the angles of the parallelogram, and it is already given this is a cyclic parallelogram. Now we are saying that from equation first, which one? Angle A plus angle C. We are taking angle A plus angle C equals to 180, and just we said angle A is equals to what? Angle C. So in place of angle C, what I am writing here? Angle A. Now angle A plus angle A equals to how much? 180. It means how many angle A? 2 angle A equals to 180. Now this 2 will go this side. Right now it is in multiplication form with the angle A, so it will go downside as a division form. So 180 divided by 2, it means 90. So angle A comes how much? 90 degree. And just we said angle A equals to angle C, so angle C will be also how much? 90. Similarly, we can say that angle B equals to angle D. Angle B equals to angle D, as these are the you know that angles of the parallelogram. In a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal, so they are equal. As we have proved that angle A plus angle C equals to 180, so we can say angle B plus angle D also 180. Okay, and then angle B plus angle D, in place of angle D we can write angle B. So twice of angle B will become what? 180. So 2 will come downside as it comes here. Okay, and again then angle B can also become 90 degree. And if angle B is 90, then angle D will be also 90. So as we can see here, angle A 90, angle B 90, angle C 90, and angle D is also how much? 90 degrees. So when all the angles of a parallelogram is 90 degree each, 90, 90, 90 and 90, therefore we can say that it is a rectangle. Therefore this cyclic parallelogram ABCD is a rectangle. In this way we have proved our question number 12 also. So here we have completed our exercise 10.5, and in this way we have completed our chapter also, because 10.6 if you look at here, it is optional. So just cut this exercise because it will also not come in exam. So here we have completed our chapter circle. I hope it is clear to you. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in comment section, and if you like the video, just click on the like button. So take care. At last, I just want to say be safe and God bless you all.